It's time to test your trivia IQ on the world's most popular trivia game, Trivial Pursuit. And here's the star of the show, the man who knows how long the average dollar bill will last, Wink Martindale.
Thank you, Randy West. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much, and welcome to the television version of Trivial Pursuit. You know, I've eaten a lot of mints in my time, so I'm something of an expert on money. Did you know that not yet, wait a minute. Did you know that the average dollar bill has a lifespan of 18 months? Not yet. Now, that may not be true in my house. Now. We have lots more trivia to cover today, and to help us, we have 3 contestants who will be answering questions and competing for a chance to play our bonus game for a fabulous trip to Jamaica. Here's how we play. Each of our players has a game pie in front of them. The object of the game is to be the first player to light up all 6 colors of that pie. They do that by answering questions from categories that match those colors, and it takes 2 questions to fully light up a color. Our round 1 questions are all general trivia, and the categories are geography, entertainment, history, art and literature, science and nature, and sports and leisure. Our first player is Colleen Vandepat, a claims adjuster from Tarzana, California. Welcome, Colleen. You'll choose the first category, and I'll ask you a question. Get it right, and you'll light up a wedge of your pie. Get it wrong, and your opponents, Paris or Steve, can steal that wedge with the correct answer. Where would you like to start, Colleen?
I'd like to start with history, please.
All right, for this question. In the late 19th century, Britain's Red Flag Act required a man with a red flag to be walking in front of what form of transportation?
Train.
No. Paris?
A plane?
No. Steve?
Horse and buggy?
Automobiles, if you can believe it. Red flag out in front of the automobiles. Say hello to Paris Themmen, a film production coordinator from New York City, New York. Paris, select, please.
I'll take geography.
Here's your question, Paris. Which country, a former penal colony, is the only country that occupies an entire continent?
Australia.
Yes, indeed. You have that blue wedge. So you're the first one to draw blood in this game. Our third player is Steve Tobolsky, an assistant film editor from Tarzana, California. Select, Steve.
I'll take science and nature, please.
For that green wedge, what creature gets its name from the Greek meaning 8-footed?
Tarantula.
No. Paris?
Octopus.
Yes, you have that wedge. Very good. The green wedge and the blue wedge. Colleen, your turn again.
I'll take entertainment, please.
Looking for your first wedge. What 1939 film was the first movie filmed entirely in color to win a Best Picture Oscar?
Gone with the Wind?
You got it. No question about it. Paris, pick the category. There are 2 left.
I'll have art and literature, please, Wink.
Paris, what author was reportedly unable to collect his Nobel Prize for the book The Old Man and the Sea because he was away on a safari?
Ernest Hemingway.
That is correct. And you have another wedge. 3 of them. Steve, sports and leisure is left. This is for you. Question, though the first pants he made were a brown canvas, not blue denim, whose first name is now interchangeable with blue denim pants?
Levi.
Right. For Levi Strauss. Levi. Okay, we're all out of categories, which means that's the end of our first round. Before we take a break, let's find out a little bit about our contestants. Colleen, you have 1 wedge. You need 11 to win. You dream of being in the Foreign Service. Why?
That's correct. I've always dreamed of having a job where I could travel around the world and meet a lot of different people. And the Foreign Service just seems incredibly exciting.
Well, good luck on that.
Thank you.
Certainly a way to see the world. Paris, you had 3 wedges. You did very well. You need 9 to win. You've traveled to 32 countries on 6 continents. Perhaps you should talk to Colleen then. How did you get involved in so much traveling?
Well, actually, I used to own a travel agency.
Oh.
Cheated.
And you get to travel for little or nothing, right?
Yeah. They call them fam trips for familiarization
yeah, that's
trips.
what they call them. They sure do, Paris. Steve, we have another word. Steve, you picked up 1 wedge. You need 11 to win. You're designing the future of student leadership in L.A. What does that mean?
Well, I'm getting student leaders together from different area high schools in Los Angeles to form a new coalition to be a resource for elected officials in the area to get students' concerns and that kind of thing. I'm
not going to ask you what political party you're a part to, Steve, but good luck in your endeavor. Steve, Paris, and Colleen. We'll be back with round 2 where the categories change, but the trivia keeps on coming right after this. Welcome back, everybody. We're about to start round 2. All of the questions in this round relate to movies, and the categories are settings, titles, off-screen, on-screen, production, and portrayals. Paris, we start this round with you. Pick a category, please.
Off-screen.
Here's your question for that yellow wedge. When film star Julia Roberts married singer Lyle Lovett, it was her first marriage after her broken engagement to what Flatliners co-star?
Kevin, shoot, sorry.
No? Steve?
Kiefer Sutherland.
You got it. Kiefer Sutherland's the answer. And Steve, it's your turn to pick a category, too.
I'll take production, please.
Steve, what 1993 film, which pulled in more than $15 million in its opening weekend, is being called a financial flop, despite being the third largest opener of any Schwarzenegger film?
The Last Action Hero.
Yes, that is it. Back to you, Colleen.
I'll take portrayals, please.
Looking for your second wedge. Colleen, Betty Davis later said, "I should have won the Oscar for All About Eve," blaming her studio for backing what other actress nominated for the same film? Paris?
Katharine Hepburn?
No. Steve, any idea?
Vivian Leigh.
No, Ann Baxter. Ann Baxter is the correct answer. Paris, select, please.
Titles.
Here's your question. Amy Irving made her film debut in what Stephen King adaptation that starred Sissy Spacek as a telekinetic teen?
Carrie.
Yes. Carrie, the answer. You have that wedge. Steve, if you will, please.
I'll take settings, please.
Steve, what screen musical features Marion the librarian who works right here in River City, Iowa?
Music Man.
You got it. You have that wedge, and it's back to Colleen. This is the final category on screen, and it's a two-parter called a bonus. Get this right, Colleen. We'll give you a chance to pick up an extra wedge and $100 in cash. Here's the question. First, take a look at this footage of John Wayne from the film Angel and the Bad Man. Watch the screen.
What else?
Oh, you mentioned someone named, Lila?
That all?
If you have a wife, we could notify her.
No wife.
Colleen, that film was made 8 years after John Wayne got his big break playing the Ringo Kid in what classic 1939 Western?
Stagecoach?
You have that wedge. And now you have a chance at $100 and another wedge of any color you choose if you answer this follow-up. Name the legendary director who cast John Wayne as the Ringo Kid.
John Ford?
You got it. Which wedge would you like to light up?
I would like orange, please.
All right, that'll be your third. We light that up. That was the last of our round 2 questions. So let's start round 3 with 6 new categories, and they are personalities, entertainment, in the news, around the world, sports and leisure, and wild cards. Remember, we've hidden some bonus questions up there. Steve, it's your turn to pick the first category.
Wink, I'll take Around the World.
And here's your question, Steve. What Venice Bridge, which connects the Doge's Palace to the prison and site of execution, is thought to be named for the sound made by condemned prisoners? Colleen.
The Bridge of Sighs?
That is correct, the Bridge of Sighs, and you have that wedge. Red in color. Colleen, your turn. Select, please.
I'll have personalities, please.
This is your question, Colleen. A famous story says that when Claire Booth Luce and Dorothy Parker came to a doorway at the same time, Luce said, "Age before beauty." Parker walked through and said, "Pearls before what?"
Swine.
Yes, pearls before swine. Yes. Paris.
In the news, please.
All right, and it's a two-parter. It's a bonus question. Have a chance for an extra wedge and $100. Take a look, Paris, at some memorable news footage. Look at the screen, please. Paris, some commentators say that photos taken at this event contributed to Michael Dukakis' defeat in the 1988 presidential election. When that clip was taken, Dukakis was governor of what state?
Massachusetts.
That is correct. And for $100 and an extra wedge, in the 1988 election, the District of Columbia went for Michael Dukakis. Within 2, how many of the 50 states went for him?
3.
No, I'm sorry, 10. 10 states. All right, you still didn't get that extra wedge or the $100, but you got that first one. Steve, on to you. Select, please.
I'll take entertainment, please.
Here's your question, Steve. What Australian singer, who is the granddaughter of a Nobel Prize-winning physicist, recorded Physical, the #1 hit of the 80s?
Olivia Newton-John.
Right. And you have that wedge, and it's back to Colleen. 2 categories remain.
Sports and leisure.
Question. What chess term, which indicates total defeat, comes from the Persian term shamat, meaning the king is dead?
Checkmate.
Yes, indeed. Well, we have one left, and it's yours, Paris.
Wild card.
It's a wild card, and it's a 2-part bonus question. Chance for an extra wedge and $100. Listen to this stirring music, Paris. Paris, that's the triumphal march from one of the most beloved of all grand operas. What is the title of that opera?
La Traviata.
No, I'm sorry. Anybody? Colleen or Steve? The answer is, I'm sorry, she came in late, correct? The correct answer is Aida. Aida. That's the end of round 3. Let's recap our scores and see who is where. 6 wedges back is Colleen. 6 wedges to win, Colleen. Paris, you need 7 to win. And Steve, you also need 7 wedges to win the game. Anything can happen in our final round, which comes up right after this. Welcome back to Trivial Pursuit, everyone. We've come to our final round, and this is indeed a very close match. Colleen needs 6 wedges to win. Paris needs 7, and so does Steve. Needs 7. We'll be playing our basic categories, the ones from round 1. I'm going to start this round by asking a question to all 3 of you. First player to answer correctly gets control of the game. That means you can keep picking categories and answering questions until you miss one, at which point either of your opponents can jump in and take control away. The first player to fill his pie, or her pie, wins the game along with $500 and a chance to play our bonus round for an additional $1,000 and a trip to Jamaica. So if you're ready, hands on buzzers, this is for control of the game. What acronym is used in the military to describe someone absent without leave? Colleen?
AWOL.
Yes, AWOL, A-W-O-L. Choose a category, you're in control.
History, please.
Here's your question, Colleen. What Ivy League college located in Hanover, New Hampshire was chartered in 1769 by King George III for the education and instruction of youth of the Indian tribe?
Dartmouth.
You have it, and you have that wedge. You are 5 wedges from victory.
Geography.
This is your question in that category. What African country, once called Abyssinia, now has a name which comes from a Greek word for sunburned faces? Anybody? Paris?
Libya.
No. Steve? Any idea? The answer is Ethiopia. Ethiopia. Again, hands on buzzers. This for control of the game. What word is used for the basic unit of currency in Cuba, Chile, and Mexico? Colleen?
Peso.
The peso is the answer. You have control. You need 5 to win.
Entertainment.
This is your question. What composer wrote scripts for TV's Topper before earning his first Broadway musical credit, writing lyrics for West Side Story?
Stephen Sondheim.
You have that wedge, yes. And you are 4 wedges away. Select, please.
History, please.
This is your question, Colleen. What word used for the Pope comes from the Latin meaning bridge builder?
Your Excellency.
No. Paris?
Eminence.
No. Steve, you have any idea? The word is pontiff. Pontiff. Put your hands on the buzzers. This again for control of the game. What future president temporarily resigned from the Army in 1854, reportedly due to his drinking problem? Colleen?
Who's Grant?
Yes, that is right. U.S. Grant. You're in control. You're only 4 away from a victory.
Geography.
Here's your question, Colleen. The U.S. Space Camp at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center located in Huntsville offers tours of NASA labs and test sites. In what state is it found?
Alabama.
The state of Alabama is right. You are only 3 away.
History.
Here's your question on history. What great cultural movement, which literally means rebirth, swept across Europe from the 1300s to about 1600?
The
Paris?
Restoration.
No.
Renaissance.
Renaissance is the answer. Steve, you're in control, and you're 6 wedges away from a win.
I'll take entertainment, please.
This is your question. In the first of the series of Inspector Clouseau films, The Pink Panther, the title refers to what valuable stolen item?
Diamond.
You are right, and you are 5 away from a victory.
I'll take art and literature, please.
This is your question. According to Guinness, the longest play title is The Persecution and Assassination of Jean-Paul Marat, as performed by the inmates of the Asylum of Charenton under the direction of whom? Paris.
The Marquis de Sade.
Right, you're in control, and you're only 6 away from a win. Paris, select please.
Sports and leisure.
Here's your question on sports and leisure. What legendary football coach at the Green Bay Packers is usually misquoted as saying, winning isn't everything, it's the only thing?
Vince Lombardi.
Right. What he really said was winning isn't everything, but wanting to win is. That's what he said. Paris, selected.
Science and nature.
Here's your question for that green wedge. What variety of fly not only carries sleeping sickness, but nagana, a disease fatal to cattle and horses?
The tsetse fly.
That is correct. You are 4 away from a win.
Geography.
Here's your question on geography. Listen carefully. What volcano responsible for the destruction of the city of Pompeii is the only active volcano on the mainland of Europe?
Mount Vesuvius.
You have it, indeed. You're 3 away, and you're tied with Colleen.
Entertainment.
Pardon?
Entertainment.
Here's your question. Paris, you might know that the dog who played Lassie was really a male, but what TV show featured a male dolphin played by a female?
Flipper.
You have it, and you're 2 away from a win.
Sports and leisure.
Sports and leisure for this question. What French word meaning to melt is given to a hot dish consisting of a sauce in which pieces of food are dipped or cooked?
Fondue.
Right. You are 1 away from a victory.
History.
History is what you need. Answer this question on history. You will win the game. What Panamanian general was convicted in the U.S. on drug bribery charges in 1992?
Noriega.
You win the game. Congratulations to you, Paris. You've won the game, $500 in this prize. Randy, what do you have for Paris?
Wink, it's Wallace Silversmith's $1,500 5-piece tea service. Elegantly designed with grace and style for all your special occasions. Furnished by Wallace Silversmith. Congratulations, Paris.
Paris, in a moment, you'll get a chance at another $1,000 in that trip to Jamaica, which I assume you want. That'll be in our Trivial Pursuit Challenge round. Colleen, you have $100 and a nice parting gift and a wonderful game. Thank you. And Steve, you played a great game. No money, but some parting gifts and our thanks for being with us on Trivial Pursuit. We'll be back with Paris to see him win that fabulous vacation to Jamaica right after this. Okay, here we are back again with today's champion, Paris, who did a wonderful job. He's now going to have a chance at $1,000 and a trip to Jamaica. Paris, it's easy, really. All you have to do, easy for me to say, all you have to do is answer 6 of my questions correctly in 45 seconds or less. Every time you answer a question, we light up a wedge of your pie. Let's put 45 seconds on the clock. Again, Paris, good luck. Here's your first question. Tennis star Ivan Lendl is originally from what country?
Russia.
No. Old Faithful in the Yellowstone National Park is located within what large mountain chain?
The Rockies.
Yes. Who starred as the man who went barefoot in the park, both on Broadway and on film?
Robert Redford.
Yes. Montezuma II was the last emperor of what ancient empire?
The Aztecs.
Yes. In the Archie comics, what high school did Archie attend?
Riverdale.
Yes. In 1978, Sweden banned aerosol sprays because their use depletes the atmosphere of what necessary substance?
Ozone.
Yes. If you roll a pair of dice and come up with boxcars, what number did you
12.
roll? 12 is right. You got it.
Just like that. Thanks,
Very good. Wow. That was pretty quick.
I thought so. Wow.
Well, you've just won a trip to Jamaica, and here's Randy to tell you a little bit about it.
Sure thing, Wink. Paris gets set to fly away to Jamaica for a week at the Holiday Inn Montego Bay Beach Resort on a white sand beach. Fine dining, dancing, and warm Jamaican hospitality from Holiday Inn Montego Bay Beach Resort. Congratulations!
By the way, I got to tell you that when he answered 12 for boxcars, that was exactly the time the clock hit 12. Unusual. Wow. Again, Paris, congratulations.
Thank you,
to you.
Rick.
We'll be back in a minute to sum up your day's winnings, okay?
All right.
Don't go away. Well, Paris pulled it off, and he made it look rather easy. It was an excellent up-front game. That game between the three of you was terrific, and you pulled this off rather easy. The only one you missed, tennis star Ivan Lendl, is originally from Czechoslovakia. You said Russia. To sum it all up, Paris, you got the trip, $500 for winning the game, $1,000 for the trivia challenge. And, of course, the grand total in cash and prizes, over $5,600. And again, our congratulations to you. Thanks for being with us. And thank you for being with us. We hope you had fun playing Trivial Pursuit. Join us next time. I'm Wink Martindale. Goodbye, everybody. Some of our participants may receive
White Westinghouse vacuums with tools on board. Soft bag and hard body models with attached stretch hose. White Westinghouse. Quality products at prices you can afford.
Jonelle presents salon-style sculptured nails. Easy to apply, just stick it, buff it, Gel it, set it. You'll love it. Gel nails from Jonelle.
From the Ross Simons catalog, this elegant diamond-starred bangle bracelet of shining 14-karat gold, studded with 5 bezel-set diamonds from Ross Simons. The PL Adventurer, one-strap backpack shoulder bag, quality crafted and exquisitely styled in top-grain natural leather, designed for sports or travel from PL. Pasta Mamas brings convenience to gourmet cooking with their line of dessert pastas and sauces from Pasta Mamas.